Well, hello. Welcome to the stream on this fine Saturday morning. And so we're going to try and do the flight that we actually were supposed to do on Thursday. And yeah, we'll give it a go this time. Now we have completed the upgrade. So, good morning. Hope everybody's well. As you can see, I've got the PC6 Porter. I'm actually using the Milviz version of this, not the Microsoft version. I think I prefer the sounds to this one. So without further ado, I don't know if there's anybody in chat at the moment. So without further ado, hello anybody in chat? Nope. Okay, so let's go in and have a check out this this Porter. So we've got a lot of background noise today. I don't know why. It seems a bit weird. Like a lot of crackling in the background. That's strange. Let's turn that down a bit and see. Okay, so let's get going in here. And so we have a little tablet here. There we go. Milviz provide. I've put in some cargo, about £200, and excuse me, and we'll go to configuration. We currently have the exhaust cover, so the pitot cover and the propeller tied down, and the intake cover, so we'll just get rid of all of that. And I've turned on the weather radar pod, which is can you see that here? Yes, it's that big thing there on the wing, and we'll give it a go and see if we get any weather radar. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? So let's go back here a little bit, and we'll turn that off, and we'll get some power going in here. So battery will come on with that one, and we need to get some fuel. Now fuel we've got up here, so there we go, left main 75, right 75, so about 43%. We might take it a little bit more than that actually. We'll go up to, let's say 75%. We're still underweight, which is good with our cargo, £200. And there we go. So weather, I've currently got as live weather. But I've set the time at 15:36 rather than real time because it's getting a bit dark, so 15:36 would be good. Just check all my buttons and controls are all working, and that's great. So we come down here, we'll do a couple of things. We'll do unlock the controls and make sure that that is now moving. We'll turn on the fuel. We'll check that our doors are closed. You can go open and close the doors there. We could open the window just to hear the outside noises. We need to turn on our nav lights. Okay, and we'll get ready with our beacon. Now that I think is that one. As we're about to start, we need to get our avionics bus 1 on and get those initializing. There we go. Press the enter on that one. Clear those warnings. We'll just set those. So we've got fuel low volt and fuel pressure low, battery discharge. So let's have a look here. So we need to turn on our fuel pumps and we will engage our starter and we'll get some sounds. And we'll do our ignition, get a bit of fuel in. Love the engine sounds in this aeroplane. We'll get our generator on and we'll just reset our generator. And we'll get our prop to full and our full mixture. Oh, just listen to that. Reset our generator. Still getting generator fail here. Oh, I should have turned on my aux pump. Bus 2. I'm getting rid of my generator fail, which is a bit interesting. What have I turned on? Push reset, caution, battery discharge. Don't need that, don't need that. Okay, let's see if we can get our... Ah, there we go. It's cleared, so that's good. I just love the sounds of this engine. It just sounds so great. Hello, co-pilot. And yes, well, here we go. So just do a quick check on the flight controls. So left rudder, right rudder, and we'll come down here and we'll do it from the rear. So we've got an A to out. Back and left and right, and that looks good. Inside, full left, full right, full forward, full back. That's all good. Happy with that. We'll get a bit of flap for takeoff. So we can see up here is our trim. So probably we'll just want to just put that a little bit on the 0. Okay, our flat position 1, 2, and takeoff flap set. What else we need? We're going to set our altitude that we're going to navigate to. I think probably 2.5 is adequate for the first part of the flight. And what else do we have? Ah, Alison Johnson. This is unexpected. Indeed. But I've got to do 7 in the month, so this will be the 7th for the month. I've got my follower count and everything else is met, so this should be the last thing to do to get to affiliates. So I'm just doing a couple of hours before your stream, and if anybody else comes along, then we'll go and raid your channel. So let's hope that somebody turns up soon. Okay, so don't need those Ergos. That's all right. That's all right. This is a nice route, by the way. That just you know, no problem at all. And yeah, those engines. I don't know if that sounds too loud on the stream, but I'm loving it in my ears. So nav light's got those on. Beacon light is on, and let's see what we got here. So landing lights, we have. Oh right, okay. So we'll put those on for now, and we've got position lights as well. Cabin lights we don't need. Seems okay with the window open. Yes. What's happened with that? Yeah, we should. It sounds great, doesn't it? It does sound great. I love this. Love this aeroplane. Okay, so we are ready to go. So let's release that brake there, and we'll get out onto the runway. Love this aeroplane. I spent many hours behind it in a glider being towed up, so that's probably why I like it so much. So just before we enter the runway, let's have a quick look at this is not the Asobo one, this is the Milviz one. The Asobo one, I didn't like the sounds as much, to be honest. So each to their own. It's a lovely model in the Asobo one, but I just think I preferred slightly the better sounds in this. So weather looks a little bit interesting, but not fun either. Okay, yes. Well, you know, Thursday was just a disaster when it came to my stream. I spent what, 2.5 hours, nearly 3 hours of it, watching the download and doing all the installs, and then finding that various things got reset and broken, and we did get airborne. I did take up the T6 and the F-18 I took up, but then I couldn't get the afterburner to fire up either. I had a quick go off stream of the air racing, which was all I can say is it was a lot harder than you think. I think there can be a lot of practice there, but at least the you know, it's working. I did try DX12. I turned it on, I loaded up in the sim, I got 5 frames per second, and then turned it off. And I thought, that's not happening. So I don't know if anybody else has actually had a good experience with the DX12, but Dan, thank you. There is a setting keybind for the Afterburner SAR. I probably haven't got that set then. Okay, so oh, that's me hitting the brakes all the time because this thing wants to go. Right, so let's just do some final checks. Where's my transponder? I presume they must have a transponder in here. Where is my transponder? Oh, it's going to be in here, isn't it? Transponder. There we go. Out. And back. There we go. Actually, with PFD, we'll put in some wind, and we'll do option 3. So we've got 264 knots, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, go back. Timer reference. Let's just put some start time there, and Oh yeah, that worked well. Let's try again. Enter. Okay, there's my timer. Righty ho, so let's get cracking. I'm keeping the noise deliberately high. And it's just... oh, it's just how it sounds in the real aeroplane. Oh, bit wobbly, bit wobbly. And up. I'll just dim that down a bit because hell of a drone, hell of a drone. Okay. And we are off, as they say. Just closing my, or redoing my flight plan, literally. There we go. Marvellous. Got gentle climb. Actually, 2.5, so it's probably not right because we're already at 4,300. So just set the barometer there, and we'll need to go a little bit. I think it will probably be about maybe 6.5 will be good. Get rid of the flaps, don't need those anymore. So this is Kathmandu. That wind has just drifted us a little bit on the departure there. And we're heading into some hazy sun at the moment. And we'll get some chill Saturday sounds going as well. Been listening to these this morning, as it's a bit of a chill session today. So we got some light misty weather here in Kathmandu itself, but as we actually get out into the mountains, that clears away and we get quite nice weather. Just check our weather is set for live. Yes, it is, and we're about 1550. Okay, that's cool. So we should get a nice sort of sunsetty type feeling to it. So Dan says, yeah, just go to the control settings and in the search bar, type Afterburn. You can key on your joystick or keyboard, whatever you prefer, and toggle it on to switch it off. Okay, yes, because it becomes a very thirsty beast when you have it left on. Actually, Two Tone did a stream where he took it out, and I remember him flying along a lot with the Afterburn on. I wonder if he did actually run out of fuel because I couldn't see the end of that stream. Alison, were you watching that one? So look at that. Can you believe it? Up and running in 22 minutes. Okay, just got to do a bit of parking maintenance. So my wife is currently out shopping, and that's very nice. And I needed to stop the car parking because I got the app on my phone. So she goes shopping, I start the parking app when she gets to the car park, and then she lets me know when she's stopped. And I stop the parking app. But I've been a good boy this morning. I've done all the hoovering, and I've got some washing on. And what else have I done? Oh, that's about it, really. It's better than nothing, though. And then what? Well, we're going to look at a house this afternoon, which is nice. Oh, just check that message. And yeah, we're going to look at a house. It's quite exciting, really, because it's a new build. It's just down the road. And yeah. So this is yeah, out of Kathmandu in the Himalayas, and we have the Orbex Himalaya mesh loaded. So if it does look any different, that will be the reason why. I'm not sure we're going to get any other flyers today because it was, well, you know, tarnish. Welcome to the stream. I know, it's Saturday. Have I got my days mixed up or what? Not really. I'm just trying to get my 7 streams for the month in. And today's the last day I can do it for the month. So, and all the other categories for affiliate I've actually now completed. So thank you very much, chat, and everybody to help me get here. It was a bit touch and go with the follows, but we got to the required 50. And the only thing I needed to do was an extra stream, and my cut-off day is for the month is today, so hopefully this will count. I know that when you go into the app, Alison, I've noticed that it's a bit like a day behind. So oh, thank you for the follow, Joe. Thanks very much. What server are you on? I am on. That's a good question. Let me just have a quick check because I forgot. I'm on Northern Europe. Good to see you flying today. Good luck. Well, yes. I mean, it's a great route. You know, if we do fancy a little spin in the aeroplane, this is a fantastic route. We're going to go my typical sort of mounting flying, as you can see. The porter is nice and slowish, and we've got some tough landings to do in these airports. So you know, come and have a bash if you fancy it. You don't have to drive the porter, although there is now a free porter in the Microsoft Sim, so that's pretty cool. I probably don't need my auxiliary fuel pump on now, so we'll turn that off. And we've got that there, that there. Just take my prop down a little bit. I thought I was losing speed. As soon as I went into the menu system and come back, and your throttle changes position. That's great. So this scenery is just awesome. Flying around the Himalayas. I know it says Air America here, and with American tail, but it's sort of, you know, it's the peely blue and black colours, so I just chose it rather than being accurate with the airlines and stuff like that. Yes, we're going down this way. So we've got a little bit of light mist coming up. Hopefully that cloud ahead is not going to hinder us too much, because if we end up going into that could be a bit challenging. I think we'll be skirting it by going around the valley here. Let's get rid of that weather over there. So I got a little bit upbeat on the tunes today. It is chill Saturday, so you know, less orchestral stuff today. Oh, did you hear that, everybody? I just got burnt up. That must have been Joe. Oh, I can still hear it. That's fantastic. I didn't get your label come up because I actually hit the key to turn the labels off and they went off, but they have never come back on again. There he is. He's around here. Look, you can just see him over here. So we'll try and keep an eye out for him. He's going to probably come round the valley and do another burn. But that was pretty awesome. In fact, what I might do is just turn up my sounds just so we can get that again, because it just sounded fantastic. Alright, so I've turned up my engine sounds, my external sounds, and let's see if we can get him coming up the valley again behind us, because that was just fantastic. It's a nice straight bit down here, Joe, so you should be good to go. He was going at a high rate of knots, I have to say. Oh, here he is. I see him. You gotta listen to this, guys. Let's see if I can get the on and on. I didn't see there, Joe. Did you have the afterburners on as well? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll just turn that down a bit again. So fantastic scenery. Those mountains. I try and fly live weather whenever possible because I think the sim does a pretty good job of replicating it. I'm not, you know, I just don't know. Do I notice any difference from the previous? Hey, Two-Tone, welcome to the stream. I know it's Saturday. I've got my days wrong, but this is my 7th. To get the oh, we got him coming back. Like, listen for this. Just sounds so good, and he just carries on. He carries on. Oh dear. Yeah, this is my 7th to complete the affiliate requirement of 7 streams in a month. Hit the followers, done the hours, and this was the last requirement, so I thought I'd do a cheeky little stream before Alison's flight, and then we'll go and raid her channel. So what do people think of the F-18? Good aeroplane? I haven't really flown it. I started it up and I took off after I actually did my upgrade, just to see. But I cheated on the startup, and you know, and you know, it was like, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. So we're going to go out onto this flat area here. Just waiting for that F-18 to come around the corner again. Oh, straighten up, Neil. So this is my music today is supplied by Epidemic Sounds, and we are on their chill category. Not bad for free. Needs some update ASAP. Yeah, I've heard a few comments like that, so I just wanted to verify. So yeah, quite a pleasant experience flying around here. Water looks good, clouds look good, scenery looks good. We've got a bit of a flat area as we You're enjoying it. Decided to turn fuel consumption off though. Ah, okay. So we've got a well, semi-busy day today, and then I don't know what we're. Oh, I know what we're doing tomorrow. There he goes again. Tomorrow, we actually thought, do you know what? It's not that far to Christmas, and we need to go and do some Christmas shopping. So we're doing some Christmas shopping tomorrow. Yes. So, how far we got to go? We've got a couple of waypoints. We're at waypoint 5, or coming up to waypoint 5, and then our first landing will be at Ramashap. Probably pronounced completely incorrectly. But yeah, it's a reasonably quick route for a change, and yeah, we'll have to see. There's Joe up there. So Murph, have you done any flights around the Himalayas? I can't recall. You fly so much, I can't recall what you have done and what you haven't done. There it goes again. Could you imagine the thunderflies coming past all together and the noise that would be? That would be incredible. I just like the way you get that sort of lingering noise in the background. you know, just like you do in the real world. You know, you get a jet go past when you don't ever hear it in front of, but as soon as you hear it behind, and it just seems to, as you see it go off around a valley or something, you just hear this noise burble in the background. So got a bit of a left turn coming up here. So we're going to be following the route. Oops, get a bit of arrow down that route over there. Server, even. I don't have a server, but it's actually Northern Europe. Northern Europe for the server. Seems to be behaving at the moment. Next airport is Victor. Actually, I've got the route here. Look, I do have. Look, commandage. There he goes. Is he going to pull up in time? Just see the dust. Excellent. That's so cool. That is just cool, isn't it? And for those who have not yet joined my Discord, it's just basic, really. You know, there's a little bit about... What is there a little bit about on there? There's a general chat and there's some screenshots and you get my announcements and that's about it, really. If you want a more comprehensive Discord, then Two Tone Murphys is the place to go, where there is a massive community of friends and followers who are eager to help everybody just have a great time in the sim. So, you know, pop along to there. If you need any help with any configs or setup or stuff like that. Oh! This is so good. You know, I should put a link in, I should do a command for Two Tones Discord, to be honest. Alison Johnson is the community manager. She's in chat at the moment. She will be doing a flight at 2 o'clock today. I think is it the Amelia Earhart flight, I think. Still, let me just go and check very quickly. Oh, thanks, Alison. No, it's still Amy Johnson. Sorry. Haven't checked out your stream lately, so I wasn't sure if you're still doing one or the other. Oh dear, it's getting a bit muggy here. I can still see the ground, and it's only thin mist, so we'll just go a little bit lower so you can get underneath it. Actually, I want to be the other side of that hill, to be honest. What am I going to do? I'm going to go over the top. Oh, should have checked behind me first, shouldn't I? There was a somewhat fast jet behind. Ah, right. Amelia Earhart will be after Christmas. Okay. Thanks, Dan. Alison will appreciate that very much. So we are just like one big happy flying family. It's good. It's amazing. I mean, you know, when I started flying in the sim with X-Plane, and you know, I watched a lot of. Actually, Two Tone was one of the first. Actually, the first one I watched was Captain Canada. Thanks, Dan. you'll get notified of every time I stream and what we stream, and you'll get the route maps in there as well. And so I started with Captain Canada, Flight Deck Sim, 320 Sim Pilot, and Two-Tone Murphy. I think I did join those at around the same sort of time. And it's amazing, you know, everybody wants to help each other, really. It's a great community. You know, you get quite friendly, and you build up these, you know, communities. And it's so weird that, you know, you consider, you know, these people as friends, and yet you've never met them. It's on my first flight with TTM, I loaded in next to UPLP. Wow. I have a really bad memory. I have to say, Alison, my memory is not the best in the world. Anything to do with flying, you can count me in. I love it, Dan says. Well, you know, Alison is flying every Saturday from 2. She does recreations of women flyers, famous women flyers. So join her stream to find out all about that. Two-Tone Murphy streams a lot, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes the weekend. I can just hear the aeroplane go past. A bit tricky to see it in this mist we've got at the moment. And yes, you know, and there's a whole bunch of other flyers, part of the Two-Tone community. Yeah, this community is amazing. You know, if you want to do formation flying, then you know, reach out to the Thunderflies, and they do their excellent displays. Bit tricky when the servers go a bit haywire, but I'm sure that will get sorted. Actually, I think they've been a bit better lately than they have been. Yes. Oh. Has anybody tried the Reno racing yet? I had a quick blast on Thursday after my stream, just to see it. You've not actually flown since last Saturday. And how did your upgrade go, Alison? He's coming around. I can see him. He's over there. I haven't got labels turned on. Seems to have gone okay. Okay, cool. The annoying thing, and I find it really frustrating, is how they always... Actually, the last upgrade was okay, but the... yeah, they just reset all your settings. I mean, why do they need to do that? You know, it's just frustrating when you spend a lot of time setting stuff up the way you want it, and then you do an update, and suddenly it's gone back to how Microsoft want you to start it with. And I find that frustrating and irritating, to be honest. And I don't understand why they need to do that. Now, if they turn around and say, "Oh, there's a technical reason because something's changed," and we will find, but there's nothing on the release notice that says, "Oh, by the way, when you apply this update, your settings will be reset." And you know, I think, wow, that was a slow flyby. Can that F-18 go as slow as this? 120 knots? There he is. We're going to take that valley up to the left there. Oh, we've got 2 of them now. I haven't got my nameplates on because my mod has turned them off, but it hasn't turned them back on again. So Who's the slow one in front of me? Dan is the one that's flying around doing the fly pass at a huge rate of knots. Who's in the bird in front of me? Off my nose. Up here. Actually, they were there. I can't see him now. Oh, it's Tarnish. He's in the slow one. Joe's the faster one. Tarnish is in the I'm chilling out F18. So the funny thing is the airports that we're coming up to, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get in there with an F18, but it'll be so much fun to watch. So we're just going to go around this little ridge here, and then we've got a left turn. Look at the way that all of this is all cut in and ridged. It's fantastic. It must take hours to actually cut into the ground that way so they can actually do their planting. You fly with a group every Friday. Last night we did a commercial flight from Oslo to Vienna. Fly by wire A320. So this is Orbix Himalaya mesh, yes. And for, I mean, for £8, it's not a huge amount of money. But I didn't actually check it out against what it was like before. I just bought it because I tend to find that the Orbix meshes do just make the mountains a little bit sharper on the tops. But Dougal on last stream said, well, the mesh we had, where was I going? Where were we? The last proper one was New Zealand. I had a New Zealand mesh, and it takes the roundness off the mountains, so you get more definition to the mountains. Oh, there he is. There's Tarnish. Sorry, I haven't got your labels on. And even if I go to nameplates, turn them off and turn them back on, it doesn't bring it back. So I'm really not quite sure what's going on. Oh, hold on a second. Just giving information about what's going on. They're going out for lunch for a salad. Don't think I really want to go out for lunch for a salad. Okay, so we have a little bit of throttle issue because I went into something and my throttle was dying. So you're getting a close-up view of the mountain now. Excellent roads going up there. Oof, Struce. So I actually do need to gain some height here because I'm supposed to be on top of that ridge. So I need to get the prop sorted with the throttle. Navigate these ridges a little bit. Nameplate mod might not be SU compatible. Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm And I haven't checked to see if they've actually brought out an update to it. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to go this way. And in fact, what I might do is just circle around again so I can actually gain my height. I lost my height a little bit there. I wasn't paying attention. Worst thing you can do in an aeroplane is not pay attention. So we've got a little bit of speed back now. Nice gentle climb just to go around. So Dan says we do helicopter flight. I personally like doing freight hops in the Sims 747. Oh, cool. See, when I first started flying in simulators in X-Plane, I was flying the Zibo 737 and the Airbus Flight Factor 320, and who was the other company that do the Airbus? Can't remember what it's called now. And I used to fly jets, not PMGD, the other one. So it was Zibo for the 7.3, and who did the Airbuses apart from Flight Factor? Gosh, small company. Tolis, that's it. Gosh, just shows you how much you forget when you've been away from X-Plane for a while. Tolis, yes, Tolis. So I used to fly tube liners, but I had a fair number of GA planes, and so here's my thoughts on you know, why do I fly GA more than I fly tube liners? And the real thing is that, you know, I'm hand flying this aeroplane, and I'm not using my autopilot. Okay, I could turn it on, but I don't want to, because I'm flying around mountains and my routes are straight lines. So the only way I would do that is to be above the mountain all the way, and I don't want to be above the mountain. I want to follow the valleys. I only found that, you know, when you got in the tube liner, your hand flying is limited. It's takeoff and landing, which are, you know, let's face it, the most exciting parts of flying. It's taking off and landing is the bit that we all enjoy. And you know, in a tube liner, you're going to do a route that's going to take, you know, a few hours, and you're going to do one takeoff, one landing, and then you've got 2 hours and nothing in between, where the computers are flying it, which is great. And, you know, I don't have any issues with that at all. But I want to be a bit more, you know, interactive with the sim than just programming a computer, which is great. I can do it, and I've done it. I did it for many years. But I just prefer the interaction flying VFR with GA. And, you know, not everybody's the same view. That's fine. But this is what I prefer to do. And, yeah. So that's the reason I tend to fly a lot more GA than... well, actually, I don't even stream in tube liners. Maybe I'll, you know, I will go into you know, the longitude or something like that, and do something like that. Or if they bring out a business jet, a small business jet, you know, simulate flying execs around somewhere. Oh, I quite like doing that. There's it must be tarnished, going so slow. Oh no, they're all. Oh look. They're going to try and get in. 1,674 feet runway. Could be a challenge. So of course we don't have to worry about landing gear here because it's down already. So I'm just slowing my speed down gently, getting my height down so I'm in all the right preparations for landing. So this airport is about halfway in our route, so it should be perfect timing for you, Alison, to join your stream once we get to our destination. Actually, the next legs is not very far at all, so should be good to go. Now we can't see this airport just yet. Got a couple of bends to do first. Next notch of it's getting a bit sort of very chilled out now. Still over an hour till the stream, yeah. 12:59. I'm sure we'll get another hour's flight out of this. So you can just see the landing strip coming into view, feet on pedals. Look at the scenery around here, fantastic. Got a bit of a tailwind, 2 knots, but that should be okay for this. Face cam concentration. I haven't got the feather reverse set. Nearly overcooked it. Nearly overcooked it. And look what we have here. We have a jet and another jet. They snuck in. Look at that. So, guys, you might be able to get in here, but getting out's going to be more of a challenge, I reckon. Ooh. The plane can stop on a Tumpney 80, yes. Actually, I don't know if I actually got my throttle set for it. Ooh. Slow down that taxi now. Oh. Sorry, tree. Just gave you a shave. Actually, no, I haven't got my... Oh, I have got my reverse. Look, it is configured. I did configure it. Fantastic. I didn't realise I'd done that. Oh, look, one's away. They can go vertical though. Oh, that's true. I mean, the jets. Yes, obviously. Okay, so let's get cooking with this one. Flaps at takeoff, I think. Yep. And we're up. Let's try and keep it around 10-degree nose up. Bring the flaps in. Yes, and they are demonstrated an F-18 going vertical. Great, isn't it? So off we continue down this path. We're going to follow this this river. I could give you the name of the river if I can find it. It's the Tamakoshi River. And then a little bit further up, the river is going to bear off to our left, I believe. And we're going to hang a right. We've got no wind now, which makes it very pleasant to fly in. We've got a very tricky little airport coming up. It's called Jiri Airport, Victor November Juliet, India, 13 and 9 feet long. F-18's buzzing me, going around. It's fantastic. So you follow the valley down here to the right. So we've got a split in the river here. One goes off that way, we go down this one over here. Got to get this little Ethernet cable on my honeycomb replaced because all my buttons are not working. Which is very annoying. Nice little plateau here. Houses up there. I mean, can you imagine living there and looking out across the valley like this? No internet access though. I'd be lost. feel like we're climbing. Indeed, we are climbing. Oh, I see a jet. I must look like a tiny little dot to that jet. Now, interestingly enough, with this airplane, I did not check out. Oh, that's interesting that my prop has gone into a funny shape. Gears down. I did not actually do this route as a test route in this aeroplane. I actually used what was I originally going to do it in? What was I trying it in? It was a twin. I think it was a twin. But anyway, later in the route, we need to be at around 21,000 feet, and we were slightly above the ceiling height of the airplane that I was originally flying. And how long is your flight today? Well, I mean, we should be done soon. So this one here, it should be how long we got to go? See, all these leg times are really short. I'm sorry, I've got to keep an eye on where I'm going. So we've got only 46 nautical miles to go before the end of my flight, so probably finish close to your start time, Alison. Oh, I misread that message. So Tarnish is saying, how long, Alison, is your flight today? It's probably one of these very epic ones. Is it a long leg today, Alison? So this is actually quite a hard runway to spot. I think it's down there. So this will be a touch and go. Nice thing about the Porter is it can lose height, and I've seen it do it as well, and I've also been in it. So this is where it starts to get a bit interesting. around here. Because we've actually got to do a UE without losing speed and height. That's called cranking it. Oh dear, oh dear. See, I knew I was in the right aeroplane. It was close. It was close. But it was just trying to maintain the airspeed and do the turn at the same time was actually the tricky bit. I'm going to have to redo this flight at some point because it's such a fun flight. You get a whole group of us trying to get into that airport. And now you're really on a climb mission now. It was very close. I was sweating a lot. Okay, so we follow this valley around a little bit now, and just need to trim it out a bit so we've got a nice steady climb, maybe 5 to 7 degrees would be enough. As you can see, we've got the mountains ahead. So we need some height to get over these. I get to do a crash landing today. Now that sounds fun. Trying to deliberately crash like she did is going to be a challenge. I mean, her crash was yes. Well, obviously, yes. Nobody really crashes on purpose, but yeah, I guess in the sim to try and recreate it as it was originally flown will be quite a challenge. A bit of a scenery stutter there. So I'll try and tune in for that. We're going to visit this house viewing at 3 o'clock today, so I'm under the cosh to finish for around 2 o'clock, which I think I should be able to do, or just past. So we'll and that's the time you're starting, I believe, our lessons. So just still check that height there. what I like about the Porter is that you can do these, you know, 750, 800 feet per minute climbs at a nice steady, you know, 90 knots, and it will do this all day long. Yeah, pre-steam roll will start at 1350. Okay. Have I lost my jet fighters? Don't see them. There it is. I just like the way it echoes around the valleys. So you can see now the hills change from being lots of trees to a few trees and then the snow. Covered peaks. Okay, let's just check the outside temperature. 9 degrees. It'll probably get cooler and cooler. So I might want to turn on some proper anti-ice. There are a few clouds hanging around. Starting to get a little bumpy. What a good timing to switch to the outside view, eh? So we're going to go up this channel. I think it's this one, or is it that one? It could be this one. It looks like it's this one, this ridge. So, a little bit of height to get up. Now down to 7 degrees, so we're probably just maybe turn on the anti-ice. That's buttons, I think. There we go. Property ice? No, not that one. No. Is that a separate button I don't have latched? Yeah. So I'm aiming for the saddle. Hopefully we'll have enough height by the time we get to it. But just take a look at that as a view. Screenshot that one. And we'll do that one over that side once the green thing has disappeared on me. There we go. Get rid of my mouse. We've just got the couple of F-18s buzzing the mountains. Just enough to get through the valley of that mountain, or the saddle. saddle. And then the next airport. Oh, that's... You'll like this one. So it's at 8,000 feet. So we're at 12. So we've got a little bit of height to lose. But essentially we follow this valley. Ooh, we got 21 knots of wind on my tail at the minute, so it's going to be a hell of a crosswind. So the airport is sort of down here. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually there on that ridge there. So we're doing a steep descent. We're gonna fly around to the south, then come back facing north. Follow this mountain round to the right here. And then just where the valley turns, we'll turn on to our base and then final. Just where it opens out. Got a bit of room to manoeuvre. Looks like the servers are starting to jump a little bit. So the airport is behind this this post here. Probably need a bit of throttle now. Get the flaps down for landing. Okay, a couple of notches to go. Don't want to overspeed. Okay, you should be able to turn here. It's great scenery. So full flaps. Spotting the runway is usually challenging. But it is there. And you tend to see it right at the last minute if you're a little bit too low. The last landing flap down. Got it. There's always a tree in the way. And this is quite short. Oh, 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 what happened there? Okay, aeroplane, what are you doing? Viper! I hope my stream's going well. Well, it was, up until that very horrific moment where my aeroplane decided to do something very bizarre on landing. I've got a good view from up here, but it's not where I want to be. Okay, so let's get rid of the flaps. Because I don't even know if I can get this down to lose some altitude. That was immense. I think I'm somewhat high now. Yes, 26,000 feet. I don't want to increase some speed. I just want to let me just see if I can roll it down. Not increasing my speed too much. Yes. So we were just coming into land, and now I just can't get. How am I going to lose my height? I know my throttle obviously went into reverse. Okay. How we get a porter to lose a lot of height quickly without overspeeding. That was hilarious. I've got the warning, push to reset. I don't know what warning that was for. What's the advisory here? Trying to get down to some level of height. The airport I was trying to land at is down here somewhere, near where the jet is. Nephilia Rex, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream and my marvellous landing there. I have no idea what happened, but the airplane went into some psychedelic maneuver. So we're trying to regain a little bit of normality. Trying to get the aeroplane back down to 8,000 feet, so we can actually put it on the ground. Hi, what plane are you flying? We are flying the PC-6 Porter. This is actually the MilViz version, but there is now a free version in Microsoft Flight Simulator if you upgraded to the Game of the Year. I actually just preferred the engine sounds of the MilViz version, which is payware. But you've got a freeware in. Oh, you don't have MSFS yet, but thinking about it. Well, it is. I mean, look at that. Look at that scenery. I mean, it's just fantastic. If you're doing VFR flying and you like doing VFR flying, you just can't beat it. You really can't. And you know, if you compare it to X-Plane, and I like X-Plane, I started with X-Plane, you know, you can get a similar look, but it's downloading lots and lots of ortho to get it to look this good. You're watching a lot of streams on it. Need a good graphics card for that. I only have an old 1060. Well, you know, you might even be able to play it on low settings, but even low settings, it's still good. If you do exclamation mark specs, you'll see the specs of my PC is quite pokey, but I've only got a 2070 Super. I haven't got a 30 series card. So, you know, you can still get good graphics on, you know, I run an i9. It's not even the current series. It's a 9900, so it's not even a 10900. And, you know, what do I get? I'm getting 35 FPS, 31. I run most things on high. A couple of things like clouds and water on ultra. This wind's got a bit choppier. Oh no, it says it hasn't. It lied. So let's see if I can get in. I've got a landing flap now. Let's see if we can do a better job of this time. There's the airport there. Oh, it's a bit bumpy. It could be that I broke the aeroplane. Who knows if I've got any undercarriage left or anything like that. It's a bit bumpy around here. Bit bumpy, bit bumpy. Okay, I'm not going to hit reverse this time until I... Oh, that was a bit firm. Bouncy, bouncy. There we go. What's the warning message for? Oh, prop low pitch, that's why. This aeroplane is yes, I thought so too. So to get to take off flat, we'll go up to the other end of the runway. There we go, take off flat. It's a lovely airplane to fly, this Porter. I said at the beginning of the stream, if you were there, you've been playing MFSS since 1. Wow. Yeah, so I think some of the more senior streamers, I will categorise myself as, we've been around Microsoft Flight Sim for a number of years, and gone through all those series of simulators, and then I had a bit of an issue with my PC, and well, I went a number of years without playing it because I needed to buy a new PC, and there are other things in life that were more important than spending a few grand on a new PC. So I took a So your dad got version 4, but with a lack of explosions, action, found it boring as a tin. Okay, yes. Well, you know. I mean, if you want to go around blowing stuff up and shooting down stuff, then DCS is the way to go. Personally, I like to try and keep flying. It's a bit bumpy, this airfield. There we go. And yeah. You've killed enough pixels for one life. That's why I'm into Sims now. Yes. So other Sims I play with are I have the American Truck Sim and Euro Truck. Yeah, and farming. Yes. And yeah, if I want to shoot something up, then I play Sniper Elite. It's my game of choice for you know, a bit of destruction. You've had enough of the day, and yeah, you just get out a bit of tension. It's like, all right, let's go and play a bit of sniper and shoot things. You know, stress relief, I'd say. I've train sim as well, but I get bored of train sim because, you know, you can only obviously go where the tracks take you, and it's really just as, you know, managing your train speed. Okay, Alison, I need to go get ready. Have a good rest of the fight and safe landing at Lukla. Well, I've only had 2 attempts at it, and the first one was horrific. Yes. Enjoy your flight. I will see if I can check in on you, you know, during the flight. But got a few things I need to do this afternoon. But I'm sure you'll be around later on, so no problem. We'll raid your channel once we're done at Lukla. Have a good one. Ciao. So this is where the mesh shows itself quite well now. If you actually look at the ridges in the distance there, they're really sharp compared to. So Tarnish, see you both later. Ta-da for now. Okay, thanks for joining along. Enjoyed your rampaging in the F-18. Does sound great when it comes past you, I have to say. Ophelia Rex, thanks for joining the stream. If you haven't hit the follow button, then feel free to, and you'll get notified obviously of when I go live. And also, you know, I've got a Discord as well. I'll just put that in here. Exclamation mark Discord is the invite. I put all my notifications when I'm flying. I tend to fly. Well, now it's going to be Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday or Thursday, depending on work. But Saturday, this is a little bit extra, just to get my affiliate status in Twitch, as you need to do 7 streams a month. Normally I just do the 1 stream a week, but I might ramp that up to 2. But so always a balance between work, home life, work, and simming, in that order. So yeah. So again, we're on a little bit of a climb. You can see those mountains ahead are a little high. And we've just got the light fading a little bit now. Hopefully we've still got enough light, or I might have to adjust the clock a little bit more, but it looks good at the minute. So I like the way it looks with the sunset on the hills there, so we'll keep that. Would be awesome to be, sorry, let's start again. Would be awesome to fly between that big V to your left. Yeah, well, yes. Unfortunately, my route doesn't take us through that big V. Actually, we might get close to it, actually. We might get close to it, but I don't think we get as far as that. I think we actually turn just in front of it, though. So this aeroplane has a ceiling of, I think it's like 27,000 feet. Don't think we'll need to get that high. I actually might take the icing stuff off. It's 3 degrees here, so let's... I don't have any bad weather. Oh, hello. So this part of the route I haven't actually done in this aeroplane yet. We've got 13 knots side wind. Just wonder if you might want to put a bit of flap out actually, just to help. I know it will reduce our speed a bit, but it might help our climb. Helping much. Not entirely convinced I got enough height yet, so especially as it keeps saying I'm stalling. Thank you, thank you. Let's see if I can. Keep a gentle climb, but just go back down the valley a bit. Need height. It is getting a bit dark, so let's adjust the lighting. It does. I'm just going to tweak the light a little bit because I don't really want to land at Lukla in the dark. So I'm going to need around about 20,000 feet to keep the climb and to get over that ridge up ahead. And I'm only at 15 at the moment, so I'm just heading back down the valley with a gentle climb, hopefully. But it does look fantastic out there. Looks better now. I've actually adjusted the time. So So I do have this nose up altitude at the moment, so let's just adjust trims and things. Snooksa, welcome to the stream. And Dougal McTavish. Oh poops, look what I forgot. I only just got up. Well, you've seen an amazing spinning porter in my last landing. I accidentally hit reverse just before I touched down, and the sim went mental. So that was interesting. And I've just had to backtrack because I've got to get over this ridge up here. I'm going to actually come back down this ridge over here. Actually, which part of that ridge is it going to be? I don't think it's this bit. It could be down that ridge actually and go through this valley. So who's saying ETE should be just after Alison's stream starts, so we're going to do a bit of a raid. We've got "13 nautical miles to get to Lukla." But it looks fab. I mean, look at that. So I need to go through the saddle. I think it was Nephelia Rex actually was asking, oh, it'd be good to go through the saddle or the V. And in actual fact, yes, according to my map, I do go through the V. So this is the Himalayas, obviously, with the Orbex Himalaya mesh. So if there are any differences to the default, it's because that mesh is loaded, and it just makes things. I've got to get over this little ridge. Could be a challenge. This would be a great, proper group flight Dougal in this aeroplane, because it just about does it. Oh, I'm getting pushed right. Phew. Big sigh of relief. And then we got that valley and view down there. Look at that. There's a lot of screenshots I'm grabbing here. That was way too close. You're telling me? Cheapers. So now we follow this valley down, and not far to go to get into Lukla. It's a tricky little number. I have had 2 attempts at it. Those mountains ahead look great, don't they? Just look at that. I mean, that is just, I mean, if you're a pilot and you look out the window and you just see that, you're just going to go, oh my God. So we need to follow the ridge down this way. Lukla's at 9.3 and I'm currently at 17, so I do need to point the nose down towards the ground a little bit. I've got a 16 knot crosswind at this point, which is why it's a bit bumpy. And we'll see how we get in at Lukla. So Lukla is, from where I am, it's down there. Exactly there. That is Lukla down there. But we should be good. Apart from the fact that we got a tailwind. Who knew Richard Gere had all the pilot skills? Thank you very much for that compliment. I just spotted another airplane. Now, I wonder who that could be. I saw them just departing Lukla. There's the airport. Somewhat tricky little number to get in. So I'm just flying away from it so I can kill some of my height. Trying to avoid the mountains at the same time. Okay, so I've had 2 attempts. The first one was not pretty. The second was better, but still not pretty. The third, you're about to witness. And I have a tailwind of 6 knots. Not always best to land with a tailwind. As you can see, it is a little jumpy, bumpy. There are no trees in front of the runway, which is good. The trick is not to lose speed. And altitude. Too much. So I'm just going to turn up my engine noises a little bit. So sorry about the hum, but it just gives me a little bit more. Sorry, I've gone quiet. Oh, it's not a great landing. It's not a great landing. The first bit was a bit dodgy. But I'm down. Hello, he's coming to report me. Wow, that was tough. Didn't need to use reverse. It's a bit like coming in at yeah, it was a bit squirmy, wasn't it, at the beginning? Love to know how that jet got in here. So this is actually one of Microsoft's sceneries. Oh, look at that. Who spawned in one of those? I was just about to go and get in there. You know, what's going on? I have to go in over here now. Yes. I thought that was, you know, it was okay. So there we go. So let's get in here. Let's put the parking brake on. If I can remember where the parking brake is. Where's the parking brake of this thing? Run trim. Where's the parking brake's here, isn't it? No, not that. That is the parking brake. And yes, we do want to bring our prop back, and we'll go back into a feather, and we'll just turn that down a little bit. We'll hear the shutdown of this wonderful aeroplane. Release the lock. Turn the fuel off. Release those. Hit the caution. And we can bring up the little iPad. And we can go to configuration. We can put our chocks in. And what else can we do? We can piso covers, tie down, intake cover. I probably won't actually put the exhaust cover on, getting probably a bit warm at this point. So there we go, that's that. We can actually, I don't know how the doors open. It opens there, but I don't know then how you open the door. Is it this hand? This hand? Ah, there we go. See, I can open the door, and I can let my co-pilot out as well. Probably not. And we'll step outside. And there we go, all chopped up, door open. And we got a little fly around Lukla here. We'll just hit that. And we'll just do one of those so we don't actually have two lots of music going. Aircraft is the PC6 Porter. This is the mill. It is the Milviz, that's the one. Milviz PC6 Porter. Microsoft have their own PC6 Porter now in the sim, which is very good. This is Lukla Airport. I was just actually going to go for a little fly around the airport once I've sorted out my cameras. There we go. So look, you've got the Buddha Lodge here. Have a quick beer there. We have all our luggage and the actual main terminal here. This is default Microsoft scenery. It's one of their handcrafted ones. Temple monument. I thought they had a Buddha as well somewhere around here. What a nice place this is. Excellent, excellent stuff. I'm sure I've seen a Buddha around here somewhere. They've even got satellite dishes on the houses. But yes, this is Lukla. So guys, we'll take it there and we'll just do a nice little scenic photo, if I can get my camera to move, like that. One snappy. And thank you very much for all the follows during the stream. And we have another stream on Tuesday night, so feel free to join me. We are going to raid across to Alison Johnson's stream where she is recreating one of the famous women flyers. So I'll put my in stream up and we'll join Alison momentarily. So thanks very much for this quick Saturday stream and we'll see you again soon.